Moxy here at, where are we?
Taylor Creek.
Hey, Major Moxy here. I'm heading off to Taylor Creek, Lake Tahoe in California, checking out the very end of the salmon spawn, hoping to catch some bears fattening up for their hibernation. Mid-November, and we are just a few days away from the first storm. Lake Tahoe doesn't have any snow. Just in a few weeks, let's hope this place is white. I want to see a white Christmas, maybe even a white Thanksgiving. But I'm going to make it up here today while the weather's still nice and the roads are clear. I'm going to go check out the salmon if there's any left and hopefully catch some of the last bears fattening up. Every year between September and October, thousands of salmon come and spawn. They leave the lake and go up to the creeks, and these bears want to eat those salmon so they can sleep all winter. Last winter they had a long freeze, so I think they're going to extra feed this year. What a beautiful day. I cannot believe it's mid-November. It's just light sweater weather. You could still hang out. I bet you can go swimming at the lake right now. You're in between tourism from the summer season vacationers before the winter vacationers come to go skiing. What a perfect time to visit Lake Tahoe. You have it all to yourself. I still can't believe the water clarity of Lake Tahoe. It's looking so much better the last few years. Oh, that water should be ready for some cold plunging by January. Polar plunge, Lake Tahoe. 2024. Looking forward to that. This large metal buoy looks like something that they would love to turn into a hot spring soaking tub in Idaho. These gorgeous cut stones and polished tucked away on the bike path. Oh, these deserve to be out front. What are they doing back here?
These are beautiful.
All the ski resorts are ready for snow. They're actually making it. I've seen a lot of snow blowers today. Thomas Creek Visitor Center closes at the end of October. I just missed it by a couple weeks, but at least they still have some sandy huts in the parking lot for you guys. The visitor center has a viewing window that you can see the salmon spawning through the creek, but it's closed down for repairs right now. But it is great, so if you ever have to come up here when it's open and check out those salmon, right before the end of October, it's a great trip. Just yesterday I ran into some tourists and they were here checking out the salmon, and then I saw them over at Kings Canyon Waterfall while I was hiking. Oh my gosh, it says a black bear can eat up to 20,000 calories a day trying to get fat for winter? Oh my gosh, I wonder how many salmon that is. I wonder how many full-size adult hikers it would take to get 20,000 calories a day. Probably less than you would need salmon, and they're all over the place. Salmon or hikers? I bet the salmon are tastier. Maybe if I move fast, they can't catch me. But then again, I heard don't run with bears or run. Stay still. What color? Oh, these are black bears. Black bears, I'm supposed to get big, but I don't think I should be running. As a child, when I moved out of San Francisco up to Carson City, one of our field trips was to come up and watch the salmon spawn. And then even as an adult, I've always liked to return here. It's amazing. Some of the fun things you do as a child in school, you might actually keep doing as an adult. Some of the boring stuff, I still don't do. I don't know the last time I did my multiplication chart or actually read a full book that I wasn't interested in because I was told to. But I return hiking and do any of those fun field trip things. Unfortunately, I got here just a few weeks too late to actually see the bears feeding on the fish. I just see a lot of dead salmon in the creek today. And it's not fresh smelling out right now. But I love the wildlife. The birds are eating the salmon. Black bears come in so many different colors. And the ones we see in Tahoe tend to be cinnamon colored. Cinnamon bears. I love cinnamon bears. They're tasty. It takes the salmon 3 years before they return to the creek and spawn themselves. They hang out at Lake Tahoe until it's ready for them to lay eggs and then die. The circle of life, it's so short.
There's still some not dead salmon in there.
Oh, I can't believe there's still so many fish in here swimming. I wonder how long until they're no longer with us. And they're food for the birds, the bears, the nutrients of the creek. C'est la vie, salmon.
Saturday night. Sunday morning we went out on a trout. I had the paw prints on my doorknob.
Trying really hard not to eavesdrop, but that gentleman just talked about having bear prints on his doorknob when he woke up in the morning. That's the life of living in Lake Tahoe. It's so creepy when the salmon spawn, how they actually mutate and change and look into like these hook-jawed monsters. Another underappreciated part of our ecosystem, the beaver. We're finally allowing beavers to
beaver
actually
activity?
build dams and cause some wetlands.
Some artwork. Closed for the season. Well, it said it was closed for repairs. So you could view the little baby, the salmon spawning out the river through the window. As a child, I came here for field trips and saw the salmon when I lived in Carson City. Now there's a slight stench of rotting, decaying fish.
Oh, wow. Cool. You could see the scratches the bears have left on these trees. They are so deep. I would not want to be scratched by a bear. Of course, I don't think anyone would. No, actually, I heard someone like, ooh, I'd love to be scratched by a bear. That would be a great scar. It wasn't a bear attack story.
I think that might be bear markings. There's a little beaver lodge. All this muck against the fence. The little sticks.
Oh, they actually put the fence up to hold the beavers' sticks into place. How kind of them.
I think there are tube trails right through there. Hey, Major Moxy here at Taylor Creek. Didn't see any bears. I saw a lot of rotting salmon, and it doesn't smell too good.
It's end of the season, summer's over. You hope you got all your camping in, everything done you wanted to, before winter and the snowfall comes. Soaking up the last bit of dry dirt, smooth paths, no ice. And we're all hoping for a lot of snow this winter. Maybe not as much as last winter, and bearing everybody, but just enough to keep this lake full and all the reservoirs. That's what we all wish for. This is the part of the video where we say thank you for watching to the end. Until next time, safe travels, and thanks for enjoying my adventures.
Someone's out there wakeboarding.